Call Yahweh Bashim Yahshai Bashim Rachak Kadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, a great millstone, as well as honor to the men under the elder apostles, a great millstone. Shalom to the elect and those who hold to be of that number. Look into my eyes was a UK government ad, basically selling fear to the people of the seavid. And you know, most people, you should check out the comment board section of the ones that have their comment board open. People ain't buying the BS, you know, and people like look into my eyes and look into their eyes and tell them distant away. Look into their eyes and tell them about the recovery rate. Look into their eyes and tell them don't push your fear or something to take away my freedoms. Don't use your fear to take away my freedoms. Don't use your fear or the virus to take away my freedoms. You know, look into my eyes, and people say the government should look into people's eyes and tell them they're not lying and that sort of stuff. Hey, look, Johnson and Co. Look into the eyes of the people UK and ask yourself, have you truly been honest and efficient? Hell no! The scriptures say this wicked are strayed from the womb, and they go straight as soon as they be born speaking lies. I mean, society is broken, it's backwards. Look who's ruling Esau Edom. He's the basis of all nations. You know, it's the basis of men. Job 38. You know, Daniel 4:17 tells us the Lord set up, you know, those who are to rule. He gave the kingdom into Esau's hand, and pretty soon, Lord Yahushua is coming back to deliver his elect, judge the wicked Israelites as well as the heathens, put those of the heathen who ain't put to death and that, you ain't put to death into slavery, because we need slaves, and the slaves are going to be of the other nations, the heathens. Yeah, it's going down. You know, Esau's the end of the world, and Jacob's the beginning of that which followeth. Esau are the Edomites, Jacob are the Israelites, and that's an end-time prophecy. It tells you we'll be ruling at the end age which we're in. You know, the end days started with the Lord Yahushua on the scene. Read Hebrews chapter 1, verses 1 through 2. And it's funny, it's just a look into my eyes ad. You can a government ad. You can look at that. Hard hitting. It's basically emotional advertising. You have these people who look worn out or extremely ill, and they want you to basically comply with the government even more. I mean, these people are already doing what the government is telling them to do, but the government wants this more control. It's all at the end of the day, it's all about control. The NWO is where the elites have total control over you, and they're going to have a microchip implant in you. They're going to know about all your biological processes. They even want access to your thoughts with the brain chips which are coming, which, you know, Elon Musk, there is Neuralink, is working on perfecting as we speak.
The number of COVID patients
Emotional messaging
is definitely going up. It's heartbreaking.
Patients this time are definitely sicker.
This is a real life situation. This is serious.
We are seeing every day patients dying in front of us.
I don't think that any of us realised just how challenging this wave was going to be.
When you have to tell somebody that you think this is the start of their lungs failing.
could be the ventilators that are damaging their lungs.
And that they're not going
Just saying.
to get better. That is really, really heartbreaking.
We are doing everything to try and save them.
The worst time was 4 deaths in 2 hours.
It's atrocious. The worst any of us have ever seen.
You already have dirt cheap solutions like vitamin D, vitamin C, and zinc, but they're going to tell you take this pharmacia, which by the way doesn't stop you from getting it. And also some of the pharmacia is like the piston one is like minus 70 degrees, has to be stored at minus 70 degrees Celsius, and they're telling you to put something that cold into your body as if it's perfectly normal. This is Esau, man. This backwards dude, this backwards niggard, N-I-G-G-A-R-D. This one. Ungenerous with money, time, etc. In a mean omega maga, yeah. That's the dude. I wasn't saying this over here. I was saying niggard. And Esau is being stingy.
12 days I've been here. My breath is Still not coming back. A very dangerous disease.
The staff here have been really quite amazing.
I work long, long hours, but I just keep going.
Some of these could be crisis actors. You know, most of the people. The death rate is lower than 1% for this so-called. You know, a real. Someone said a real. You know, thingy doesn't need advertising. Doesn't need marketing. You don't need to advertise. You don't need to market a real thingy, because people will just see it. But the government has to market it because A, it is as big as they're showing it to be. And they know less people are falling for it. They're losing control over people's minds regarding this, because people are like, heck, the government's lied to me. Mainstream media is not thingy. And these celebrities and these hosts and all that on TV, even on the net, they ain't telling the truth. The government can't do anything. I mean, government, interestingly, means mind control, and that's what they want. They want mind control of your mind, but weakness.
24/7 care has just been out of this world. We owe NHS more than we can ever imagine. If we don't do what we need to do, is
They're basically saying comply, do as you're told. Patrick Vallance, I did a video where, you know, Sir Patrick Vallance, one of the chief, you know, government scientific advisors, alongside Chris Whitty, you know, Chris Whitty and Thingy, they're the chief medical, you know, chief government scientific advisors. They're telling Bojo, yeah, we should go this way, we should go that way. Regarding this, he said, this is going to be here forever. Crown is going to be around forever, just like the fucking flu.
here for a long time.
For those people who think this is not a serious illness,
I need to take a good look. This is scary as it gets. My mum was one of the disbelievers, and she's on the next floor up from here.
it is really terrible. I'm just 38. I miss my family.
I really.
Do they really have it though? You know what I mean? Or are they drugged up and they're much ill from that? Or is it the bacterial pneumonia that built up in their lungs? You see, this is why it's, you know, you should be asking questions. Don't trust your government. The government has a huge repertoire for lying. Everything the government says and mainstream media, at most, take it with a grain of salt.
Do understand.
They're basically trying to have empathy. The emotional messaging, like I said. That's what they're doing. Trying to get to your emotions so that you are more compliant. You obey the government even more. I'm not telling you to, you know, take things into your own hands. I'm just saying, don't trust everything your government's saying, because clearly they're not telling the truth here.
That people are frustrated, and we just got to.
Oh yeah, and there was government misinformation that came out with the facts. With stuff. Oh right, yeah, this was considered a government. You know, the government said multiple things wrong so far. Everything they said about CBID, you know, 3 weeks to flatten the curve, that was a lie. That 3 weeks became 3 months, you know what I mean?
Keep going a little bit longer and follow the rules. It's just really hurting people this time. It's very hard for everybody.
I saw so many people die here in the hospital. It's very emotional for me.
Please do as we're asked. Wash your hands, wear your masks, keep a safe distance apart, and please, please do not go out unless you have to. We don't do these things. People will continue to die.
People die every day.
Stay at home, please stay at home. And hopefully
You know, these guys either paid off or believe the BS.
we'll get through this together.
Bye, Felicia. Going back to the stay at home, protect the NHS. That's slow, save lives. You ain't saving shit. Esau, you're an agent of death, not an agent of life. All you know is death. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. Hopefully this video was very fun. Until next time, Shalom.